Hello, Alabama. According to Greg McElroy, Bama desperately needs a tight end due to injuries. Is there a guy who can solve that problem? Let's talk about the possibility of this new Bama recruit. But first, subscribe to the channel. There is no denying that Alabama is at a crucial moment when it comes to strengthening the roster for next season, especially at the tight end position. The need is evident, and Greg McElroy, a respected voice within the Crimson Tide universe, did not hesitate to point it out. According to him, the team desperately needs new names at that position, something that resonates among the most attentive fans. And this is where Brody Dalton comes in, a player who has been attracting attention on the transfer portal and could be exactly the kind of piece that Kalen DeBoer and his coaching staff are looking for. Dalton, a household name for many Alabamians thanks to his time at Fife High School, has already accumulated significant experience at the college level. He started his career at UAB in 2021, showing early potential, but it was at Troy that he really got his chance to shine. In 2024, he started 8 games for the Trojans, contributing solid numbers: 3 touchdowns, 188 yards, and 15 receptions. Those numbers may not seem spectacular at first glance, but they tell the story of a player who knows how to take advantage of his opportunities and has a big game mentality, something we always value around here. What makes Dalton even more interesting is the fact that he is a homegrown product. It's no secret that Alabama has a special connection with its native sons, those who grew up breathing in the culture and passion for football in the state. When a player like Dalton comes onto the radar, it's impossible not to think about the impact he could have wearing the red and white of the Tide. Additionally, he appears to be the type of all-around athlete that Kalen DeBoer so highly values. With recent injuries plaguing the tight end group during the spring, Dalton could be a practical and efficient solution to fill that void. Of course, Alabama isn't alone in its search for reinforcements in the transfer portal. Other programs are also eyeing key pieces to bolster their rosters, and other names could emerge as targets for the Tide. However, Dalton offers something tangible and immediate: on-field experience, proven ability, and a familiarity with the state's style of play. That makes him an attractive option for a team that needs a quick fix without sacrificing the standard of excellence that has always defined Alabama. Dalton's visit to campus is a clear sign of mutual interest. For him, it would be a chance to jumpstart his career, compete on one of college football's biggest stages, and prove himself in a program that constantly molds future professionals. For Alabama, it would be a strategic addition at a time when depth at tight end is essential. It remains to be seen how the next few weeks play out, but one thing is certain: Alabama is in the market for difference-making pieces, and Dalton appears well positioned to be one of them. If the matchup happens, it could be the start of a promising partnership, one that will bring stability to a crucial position and, who knows, help the Tide continue its tradition of college football dominance. Let's get started. And speaking of tight ends, there's another one who could be a good option for Bama. Alabama's future in football may be starting to take shape with names that, although still on the initial recruiting radar, are already attracting attention due to their potential. One of these names is Ben Mosley, a young tight end who has been attracting attention due to his versatility and strength on the field. A student at Cherokee County High School in Center, Alabama, Mosley embodies the type of athlete that the Tide loves to mold: talented, hardworking, and with a competitive mentality that fits perfectly into the culture of the program. Mosley already has offers from solid programs like Duke, Cincinnati, and Wake Forest, but what really intrigues Alabama fans is the interest that the team has shown in him. Although he has not yet received an official offer from the Tide, universities like Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech are also monitoring his steps. This shows that we are talking about a player whose value goes beyond his current statistics. We are talking about someone who has everything to grow and become a key piece at the college level. What's most impressive about Mosley is his ability to be effective in both the running game and the passing game. He himself acknowledges that his strengths lie in physical blocking and receiving, something Kalen DeBoer would certainly appreciate when building a balanced offense. In an era where the tight end's role has evolved to encompass multiple responsibilities, from paving the way for power runs to providing yards after the catch, Mosley seems to have all the tools necessary to thrive. Additionally, his aggressiveness in the trenches reveals a player who doesn't shy away from contact, but rather seeks to dominate it. That trait is essential for any athlete who wants to wear the Alabama uniform. Still only a high school junior, Mosley already displays impressive maturity when talking about his opportunities. It means a lot to me that some coaches recognized my talents and gave me the opportunity to further my academic and athletic career, he told Touchdown Alabama. That statement reflects not only gratitude, but also a clear understanding of the impact football can have on his life. Players like Mosley are rare. They understand the value of the sport as a platform for personal and professional growth, something Alabama has always prioritized when recruiting new talent. While it's still too early to say whether Mosley will end up with the Crimson Tide, the mutual interest between him and the program is a promising sign. For Alabama, investing in homegrown players like him is more than a recruiting strategy. It's a way to strengthen ties with the Alabamian community and ensure that the state's best talent stays home. As he plans his official visits, including a trip to Duke, Alabama's eyes continue to follow his every move. It's possible that in the coming months, we'll see Ben Mosley's name rise even higher on the national stage. I want to see if this guy can land at Bama. The 2025 NFL Draft is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent years, especially when it comes to Jalen Milroe, the former Alabama quarterback who has divided opinions among fans and analysts alike. Cleveland Browns general manager Andrew Berry's comparison to two-time NFL MVP Lamar Jackson was a bold statement that has raised eyebrows throughout the football community. Berry not only highlighted Milroe's rare physical abilities, but he also emphasized something that was already evident to many: his speed may be unique even at a level as competitive as the NFL. When we talk about Jalen Milroe, we are dealing with a player who transcends the traditional definitions of a quarterback. He is not just a thrower, he is a multifaceted weapon, capable of changing the course of a game with both his passing and his legs. The 20 rushing touchdowns he scored in 2024 at Alabama are a clear testament to his ability to impact the game outside of the conventional framework. For Crimson Tide fans, this isn't news. Milroe has always been known for his explosiveness and ability to escape pressure, something that has made him one of the most exciting college players in recent years. And with a 4.40-second 40-yard dash during Alabama's Pro Day, he proved that his speed is not only impressive, but also tangible and measurable. The Lamar Jackson comparison, however, takes the debate to a whole new level. Jackson isn't just one of the NFL's most dynamic quarterbacks. He's a different kind of guy, someone who has redefined how the position can be played in professional football. To say that Milroe could be even faster than Jackson is a bold statement, to say the least. But Berry isn't alone in that assessment. Many NFL teams have looked to Milroe as a piece that could completely change the dynamic of their offense. His ability to stretch the field, both vertically and horizontally, offers tactical possibilities that few other quarterbacks in this draft class can provide. But as always, there is controversy. Milroe's passing numbers during his final season at Alabama have left questions about his consistency as a passer. While his athletic ability is undeniable, a quarterback's success in the NFL depends largely on his ability to read defenses, make quick decisions and deliver the ball accurately. These are all areas that Milroe has yet to prove he masters consistently. However, the fact that he won't be the first overall pick in the draft, with the Tennessee Titans having the honor of that decision, hasn't diminished teams' interest. In fact, his combination of physical talent and potential could make him a valuable first-round pick, especially for teams willing to invest in his development. The Cleveland Browns, with the second overall pick, seem unlikely to select Milroe, but the presence of Tommy Rees on the coaching staff adds an interesting layer to the story. Rees, who worked directly with Milroe during his 2023 season as a starter at Alabama, has a deep understanding of his strengths and weaknesses. That gives the Browns a significant advantage in evaluating Milroe, should they decide to take a chance on him in later rounds. It helps a lot, Barry said of Ree's role in the evaluation process. Having been with him at Alabama for a full year, calling plays for him, knowing his strengths and weaknesses. It helps a lot. That synergy between player and coach could be a major differentiator in how Milroe is molded at the professional level. Additionally, Milroe has recently expressed interest in the Pittsburgh Steelers, a team also looking to rejuvenate its offense. Barry's comparison to Jackson spans nearly the entire AFC North, where teams like the Ravens, Browns and Steelers are constantly searching for weapons that can give them a competitive edge. Milroe's versatility would be an asset in that scenario. Whether as a first-round pick or a long-term project, his presence in the NFL promises to be exciting, and perhaps one day, he could actually surpass even Lamar Jackson in terms of impact on the game. Comment below.